Hi guys, rubber band power time again. I did a rubber band powered car a little while back using these vinyl record coasters that I bought in Poundland. They're supposed to be for putting your drink on, and at the time my plan was to use an old vinyl LP record as the chassis and have the wheels mounted on it, and I chickened out. I couldn't bring myself to actually cut up the record to make space for the wheels. Well, today I was in a charity shop and they'd got loads of these old LPs for 50p each or £1 each depending on where you looked. So I've changed my mind. I am gonna use one of these to make the car. What I did in the previous episode was I used a styrofoam pizza tray to make it look like a record, but we're going to do it for real this time. So I'm going to mark it up, use something hot to cut the slots in it for the wheels, and then see if it works. Interesting enough, it's significantly heavier than the styrofoam was, so it'll be interesting to see if it works. So first thing I'm going to do is draw a line up the middle and then do my measurements from there. So if we take that to be the middle, these are the ones I used before. They've still got the bamboo skewer axle and the plastic drinking straw for the axle tube, so I'll just carry on and use them again. Right, gap between 150. So half of the 150 is 75. Be there and there. Just measure the other ones, see what they came out at. Oh, they're the same. And what we'll just do is cut in slightly further than, slightly further than half, or the radius of the wheels. So if I cut in 60, cut out something like that. For the wheels to sit in slots, and then at the back end we need room for the rubber band to attach to the axle. So that's going to be a need to cut out something like that. And we'll need a hole at that end to attach the rubber band. So what I'll go and do is heat up my nail on a stick and melt the holes through. Just in case you haven't been watching these videos before, this is what I mean. Quite literally a nail on a stick. I can heat that up in the gas flame without getting my hands anywhere near it. And then I should be able to melt holes through there and there. And that should give us our chassis. Just remembered my other favourite tool. It's a cheese knife, isn't it? With a wooden handle. I wear gloves because the heat will go all the way up that there, but that'll be handy for cutting the straight lines. I'm not going to film all of this because I'm going to do it outdoors, but I'll just give you a flavour of what I'm doing. So I'm heating the knife up. I want to do it outdoors because of the fumes, but I'll just do a little bit indoors. Okay, so that's our slot for the wheels. There we are, guys. That's all the holes cut out. So now we've got to put the axles in place. So hot glue gun time. All up together. Just hot glued the axle tubes in place. I'll put a link in the video description to the first episode where I used these and chickened out of using the LP, so you can see what I did there. All we need now is some rubber bands. Good old Poundland. I think 3 will be enough. I found using these before that I put the right amount in there and then they stretch once you start using them, and I end up with too many. So I'll go with 3 that are just a bit too short, because 4 will be far too long. Need to push it down through that hole. There we go. We can push the bands through the loop. That'll hold it in place. And then at the back end you could glue a little piece of wood there in a T shape so you've got something to hook it onto, but I prefer just to wind it over itself so it holds itself in place. Wind it up, and that should do the job. So we'll give it a try. So, first test run. Just hope it doesn't smash when it hits the wall at the other end. Are we ready? Here we go. Oh, a bit of wheel spin to start with. Not bad. Not pleased with the wheel spin though. I might put one of my cameras on there to add a bit of weight. Yeah, the camera added a bit of weight. Keeps the back wheels on the ground. Stops them spinning. It makes it a bit difficult to wind up the rubber band. I set it off to the left a bit because I thought it was going right, but it went straight. Yep, that works. Summary time. What have we got? We've got the dishwasher behind me making noises. But apart from that, we've got a rubber band powered car made from an old vinyl LP and 4 vinyl coasters from Poundland. It's supposed to be for putting your drinks on. There'll be a link in the video description to the first video where I used these coasters. But all we've done is cut some slots in the vinyl record. I used my metal knife that I heated up in a gas flame to cut the slots, and I used my nail on a stick to melt the hole for the rubber band to go through. And then we just hot glued drinking straws in place for the axle tubes, and the axles themselves are bamboo skewers. In fact, they're black bamboo plant stakes. They're just a little bit bigger than the normal barbecue skewers because they fitted the holes that were in these coasters. And that's it. Job done.